Assalamu alaikum. Let's cook. 5 different occasions where black people went to all white house parties or parties where they were the only black person there, never made it out. The first one right here is Donte Martin, 19 years of age. On April 24th of 2021, he went to a house party or a prom party at a rural home in a place called Fredericktown, Missouri, okay? Now the homeowner is a white man. Now this white guy right here, he had made racist and Confederate flag related posts on social media. He was known to be a hardcore cracker. Donte knows his daughter, so he goes to this house party, okay? Donte Martin. And at around 3:01 in the morning on April 25th, emergency responders were called to this house. They found Donte Martin dead from a gunshot wound in the attic closet, okay? In the attic closet at a house party, only black one there. Now, the authorities come in and they did an initial autopsy, the Missouri State Highway Patrol investigation. They concluded that Donte Martin died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His family was like, no, we don't believe that at all. So later, a coroner's inquest jury ruled that his death was the result of violence rather than the S word, okay? So initially, they said, oh, it was the S word. They looked into it. They said, no, this was violence. So everybody's looking at this case right here, and it led to an FBI investigation. Now, this guy that owns this house, okay, the homeowner whose daughter was having a party, the guy who goes on social media and says all kind of racist stuff, Confederate flags and things like that, people actually said that he told people that he killed Donte Martin because he didn't like black people. There was a witness who actually testified that this guy said, I killed him because I don't like black people. But then he denied making that statement. This guy got a polygraph and all that.
Lying about anything, I suggest not even taking the test because it's not going to work out. So I want to give you fair warning. If there's anything going on that shouldn't be, all you got to do is cause more problems.
No, I don't really have any reason to lie about anything that's going on.
Good deal. Well, I just like to give people. I told you I want to give you a fair opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Right.
I'm afraid it's over with.
Well, we're well on our way, my man. Well on our way. What are your thoughts or feelings about this incident?
I just wish it would have never happened, and my regrets really go to the family. You know, I'm sorry that it happened, and I wish I could really change everything, but I don't know. Maybe my feelings are.
Tell me what happened. I read the reports, but tell me what happened that night.
Well, it was my daughter's 18th birthday party, and I was gone most of it. I got home maybe 30 minutes prior to when the incident happened. I was out, fishing and visiting some buddies of mine that night. Got home, sat downstairs, talking to a few people. Heard the bang, which at the time sounded like the gunshot, and then I heard somebody scream. He shot himself, called 911. I picked up the phone, dialed 911.
So you were downstairs when it happened?
Yes, sir.
You didn't see it happen?
No, sir.
Do you know this young man's name?
It was my second time to see him, or really ever meet him. And I must say, Demont.
So the truth of the matter is you really don't know him?
No, sir.
Okay.
Another thing, that guy right there is the homeowner, and he's known to sell meth and other drugs, and they did find meth in Donte's system. I don't know what that was about, people. You know how it is. Sometimes you don't know your people. You don't know certain black people until you see them around white folks. You don't know how they may act. I don't know if Donte was into that or not. You know what I mean? They forced this to him. Who knows? I don't know. You know what I mean? But this guy right here is actually in prison right now for a drug charge for selling meth, not because of what he did to Donte. The FBI stepped in and said, nope, nothing happened, move on to the next. So condolences to the family of Donte. If they really believe that Donte didn't do this to himself, which he probably didn't, this guy might have did it. He told people that he did it. They had a witness, somebody who actually said that he told them that. Their family would never get justice in that state, but they know where this guy's at. Alonzo Brooks in Kansas. Well, this right here got a lot of coverage, people. The year 2004 is when this went down. Alonzo Brooks, 23 years of age, he went with his white friends to a large party at a farmhouse, which is about 50 miles south of the Kansas City area, out there in the woods somewhere, who knows. Now, there were over 100 people at this party. Alonzo Brooks was one of 3 non-white people there, okay? There were 3 people there who were not white. Alonzo Brooks was one of them. While he was there, his friends eventually, they left him at the party. They left. They believed that somebody else would give him a ride home. He stayed out there. Alonzo Brooks never made it home. When he didn't return home, his family reported him missing, and the authorities searched the area of this farmhouse where this party was at, near a place called Middle Creek. They didn't find him. And on May 1st, 2004, a whole month after the party, about 50 family members and volunteers did another search, and they found Alonzo Brooks' body in the bushes in a creek in Lynn County. Okay, imagine that. You looking for your peoples for over a month. They said, let's go back out here, man. We got to try to see what's up. They found his body out there. The authorities didn't. I guess they don't have cadaver dogs or whatever. I don't see how a dog could miss that unless, you know, they had him somewhere else, brought him back. Who knows, man? Who knows what these weird people do? The original autopsy couldn't determine the cause of death. At one point, they felt as though this might be a hate crime or something like that, because they heard from some witnesses that Alonzo Brooks was in some kind of beef at the party. The people were calling him racial slurs and things like that. Years later, the FBI and the U.S. Attorney Office reopened this case, and they even offered a $100,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of whoever is responsible for this. Nothing at all. What happened next? The FBI exhumed Alonzo Brooks' body. They had it examined by a federal forensic examiner at Dover Air Force Base. They said he definitely died as a result of a homicide, okay? Now, this changed the whole case dramatically. They know for a fact that somebody in here did this to Alonzo Brooks. We're offering $100,000. Nobody has come forward. Nobody has been publicly charged, but one of those white people in that place killed Alonzo Brooks. Condolences to his family. Itan Murray, 25 years of age. Now, this right here went down in March of 2022 in a place called Tillman's Corner, Alabama. Itan Murray was invited to a cookout or get-together at the house of his so-called friend, Morgan Daniel Barnhill, okay? So Itan Murray goes to this cookout. His friend invited him there, so he thinks that's his friend. And when he got there, this guy right here accused Itan Murray of stealing something, which he didn't. So he picked up a shovel, bashed Itan Murray in the back of the head with it, kept beating him in the head with this shovel and a wooden board, tied him up, dragged his body in the backyard while he's severely injured, did not call the police, okay? Itan Murray, finally, the EMT is called. He goes to the hospital. He suffered a severe traumatic brain injury. He died on April 1st, 2022 from his injuries. Condolences to his family. As soon as investigators heard the story from this guy Barnhill, the so-called friend, they knew that he was lying and he was misleading them about a burglary and all these other things that happened. It just sounds pretty much like Morgan Barnhill just wanted to kill Itan Murray, and that was it, and that's what he did. I mean, and he was cold with it. Even sent his mother messages, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? Bragging about what he did to her son. Morgan Barnhill was arrested. He was charged with murder. His bond was set at $500,000. And in February of 2024, he pled guilty to murder. Prosecutors said that he led Itan Murray or he lured him to his house just to beat him to death. And on May 4th of 2024, a judge sentenced him to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 15 years under Alabama law. He got off. He got off, in my opinion, okay? In my opinion, he got off. This dude could serve 15 years and be out walking around again. Condolences to the family of Itan Murray. This is just wild because that's all he wanted to do was kill the dude, then sent his mom messages. Tyler Smith, 18 years of age in Lexington, Kentucky. Just covered this one on the channel. This just happened 4th of July, people. Tyler Smith went to a house party, all white people there, and he was shot in the head July 4th this year, just recently. Other people at the party said that they were playing Russian roulette or something like that, and this and that. Who knows what happened in there, man? His family says, no, we don't believe what you people are saying. They didn't conduct a gunshot residue test on Tyler, things like that. One person by the name of Bryce Chestnut, who was there, he had been charged with tampering with evidence, but not with Tyler's death. So that's what it is, people. They're trying to say, yeah, Tyler went in here to this party with these white people on 4th of July and just shot himself in the head. And that's it. It's just that stupid, they're saying. It's over. Everybody's walking away. They want Ben Crump to come in and all this other stuff. Justice is not looking good in this situation with Tyler Smith in Lexington, Kentucky. Condolences to his family. I don't know what else to say. Tamla Horsford. This is a story that we covered on the original Runaway Slave channel, and numerous people covered this story. A lot of people have heard about this Tamla Horsford situation by now. 40-year-old mother of 6. This happened in the year of 2018. She's at a adults-only slumber party with all white people. They're at the party, smoking it up, drinking it up, hanging out, and Tamla Horsford is dead. Wow. Tamla Horsford is dead. Now I'm going to read their official ruling. It says, the Georgia medical examiner ruled her death accidental, consistent with a fall from the back deck of the home, with the death certificate citing multiple blunt force injuries and listing acute ethanol intoxication as a significant contributing condition. Investigators found no evidence or injury patterns that would suggest assault or foul play. The family disputed this. They requested a second autopsy, and this revealed further abrasions on her body, and the family's attorney said the lack of evidence, the nature of her injuries, and mismatched witness accounts strongly suggested homicide rather than an accident. There was a petition going around. It got over 500,000 signatures. There was a push behind this. A lot of people covered this story right here. They went into the whole historical context of this county in Georgia where they once, ran all the black people out. Just real wild, man. Just a real wild story. They disrespected her body, went to her funeral home. They put shoe polish all over her face. All kinds of crazy stuff, man, that they were doing out here in this spot, people. Condolences to the family of Tamla Horsford. Nobody has paid for this. And in this county, we won't hear about it in this lifetime. Maybe, 100 years from now or something like that, it may come back up because they already know who did it. They know what happened. They just have a tight Pale Voltron that's formed, and they not letting it go for no Tamla Horsford or no other black person. You know what I mean? So really messed up situations here. Condolences to the families of all these people. Just to let black folks know the grass is not greener. You can go to places with all white people and get your beak blown off or not go home. I know people know about going to a house party in the projects, going to dangerous places in the hood where you shouldn't be and stuff like that. And sometimes our people think, oh, well, it's white, it's okay. No, it's not. You're the only black person there. It's more dangerous for you, trust me. Because the thing is, if something happens to you, there will be no retaliation. There will be no justice. Even the person that you're there with, that you think is your friend, are going to keep that secret with their people. That's just the way it goes down. People, link in the description to my masterpiece, The N-Word is No Secret in the Service. Also, link to the email list. Go ahead and get on that so that you know what the content is in case YouTube start doing that thing easy.